I'm sorry, y'all, because I know y'all like to tussle, but we all saw what we saw when Cardi walked out the courtroom, right? In that white outfit. We all saw the same thing. Now, the question is, whose is it? That is the real gag.
Offset just dropped Cardi after court docs allegedly revealed a bombshell that he might not even be the father. Somebody call Maury because the receipts are wild and the courtroom is now the battlefield. Cardi isn't staying silent, not even for a second. She's blasting back with a clapback so sharp it could cut glass. Be careful with her because she's making it crystal clear she's not the one to play with. Social media is on fire right now. Fans are screaming, timelines are exploding, and every single post, reaction, and shady screenshot is being dissected like evidence in a crime scene. But this isn't just about paternity drama. It's tearing open their inner circle, exposing secrets nobody thought would ever see the light of day. The streets are buzzing, and the whispers are only getting louder. Now everyone's asking the same burning question. Is this the ultimate ending of Cardi and Offset? Or are we about to witness the rawest, most ruthless chapter of their relationship yet? The tension is sky high, the tea is scorching, and the fallout is looking uglier by the minute. Things are about to get painfully personal and outrageously messy. Buckle up because what's coming next will shake the whole industry. Here's the kicker. Cardi has been moving in total stealth mode, secretly doing everything in her power to hide her fourth pregnancy. Cardi's been dodging questions, keeping her socials vague, and almost locking this secret down. But not fully, because Offset came in and shattered everything. He didn't just spill a little tea, he flat out dropped hints that the baby might not even be his. And once that smoke hit the internet, boom, the explosion was instant. Fans split into camps, dragging each other, dissecting every move, and watching this drama like it's the Super Bowl of scandals. Screenshots are flying everywhere. Every word is being broken down like it's evidence in a courtroom, and the shade is unreal. Now, people think Offset was only doing it to hurt Cardi, but let's be real. This feels deeper than just petty payback, especially since his vibe's been off ever since Cardi filed for divorce. There's a whole other side to this story that nobody's talking about yet, and trust me, it's only getting dirtier by the minute. The mess hit new levels when a fan posted saying, "I hope people know that baby won't be Offset's if she's pregnant by another man. It's about to be chaos." Offset wasted no time and fired back with, "The devil is a liar. Scoot, scoot." But he wasn't finished. Things took a darker twist when another fan jumped on TikTok, straight up asking if the baby was really Offset's, or if Cardi had been hiding a truth that could flip this whole saga upside down. Offset didn't leave room for guessing. He jumped right into the comments and dropped the bomb. "Not mine." Just like that, the internet went into meltdown. Cardi, on the other hand, has been pulling every trick in the book to keep this pregnancy under wraps. But let's be real, some things you can't hide forever. And a baby bump? That's one of them. Especially when you're walking into court day after day, belly peeking through while throwing shade at paparazzi for speculating too much. Still, a few weeks back, fans started noticing. Little photos and clips began popping up online, showing Cardi with what looked like a tiny bump. And of course, the speculation skyrocketed instantly. People were zooming in, rewinding, screenshotting. It turned into a full-blown investigation. But the chaos really went nuclear when Cardi stepped into court for that messy situation tied to her doctor's office back in 2018. Ironically, during her pregnancy with Culture. The déjà vu was too strong to ignore, and people couldn't stop drawing parallels between then and now. The whispers turned into shouts, and suddenly the whole world was convinced history was repeating itself, except this time with even more scandal attached. And the crazy part? This court appearance wasn't just about the legal drama. It gave fans a front row seat to what looks like Cardi trying to hold onto her secrets while the truth was fighting to come out louder than ever. The moment that sent everybody spiraling wasn't even tied to the case. It had nothing to do with the legal mess. What stole the show was Cardi's entrance into the courtroom, and more importantly, what she was wearing. Her outfit snatched headlines instantly, but not because of fashion. It was because the streets thought it was hiding something much bigger. Cameras went wild, clips flooded timelines, and social media lit up like fireworks on the 4th of July. Now, we all know Cardi's courtroom looks always make noise. She lives for a statement, and this time was no exception. But instead of her usual skin-tight, body-hugging glam, she switched it up and pulled out oversized jackets and baggy clothes. That sharp pivot had fans raising eyebrows immediately. What was she really trying to say with this sudden style change? Conversations exploded online. People were debating if she was throwing shade, trying to send a coded message, or straight up covering up a secret. Then came the clip that broke the internet. Cardi walking down the courthouse steps, moving with a slow, heavy waddle that had everyone talking. The comments went crazy. She walking just like someone in their last trimester. Fans zoomed in, screenshotted the frames, and ran the video back 100 times like detectives on a mission. And here's the kicker. Even with all that layering, her bump was peeking through. Baggy hoodie, oversized jacket, it didn't matter. The outline was there, and people swore they could see it clear as day. That viral clip made it crystal clear. Cardi was showing, no doubt about it. Fans went into overdrive, reposting non-stop until the video was everywhere, and it perfectly captured the moment people had been waiting to see. Social media exploded with speculation. What does this mean for Cardi? The pregnancy rumors were no longer whispers. They were front-page gossip. Between that courthouse walk going viral and Offset loudly declaring he's not the father, the drama has reached a fever pitch. But here's the thing. Nobody can really say for sure if the baby belongs to Offset or not. And let's keep it real, this wouldn't be the first time he's denied paternity just to get under Cardi's skin. This man has a whole history of dropping bombs when he's salty, and the fans haven't forgotten. Take last year, for example. When Cardi was pregnant with their daughter Blossom, Offset publicly accused her of cheating while carrying his child. That stunt alone sent the internet into pure chaos. Screenshots flew everywhere, arguments broke out in comment sections, and the scandal dominated social feeds for weeks straight. He even went as far as writing, "You F with a baby inside. Tell the truth." And he didn't stop there. He threw more shade, telling her, "Go be a hoe. Go be a hoe." Then tried to flex, claiming, "All your people that be talking mess, take my name and die. Your opinion don't stop my money." And when Cardi clapped back on her live, calling him out for the pain he caused, Offset fired again with, "The fact you keep going shows you hurt. Leave it alone, don't you, God?" Offset tried to flip the script, saying, "A ninja ain't, we divorced." But Cardi wasn't letting that slide. She hit back hard, calling him out, coming from the same one that had to DM me all weekend, crashing out because he was blocked, mad I was headed to Paris. He right, this the last time I'm wasting words on his lame self. Then, she followed up with the knockout line, "Everybody can see I don't want you." Boom, mic drop. But Offset didn't back off. He doubled down, saying, "It's okay. I'm not talking about this no more. All love. You'll be calling me after a couple months. You my baby mama. I won." That ego was on full display, but instead of winning sympathy, Offset just looked even messier. Fans saw right through it. He was acting tough in public, claiming the unborn child wasn't his, while behind closed doors he was sliding into Cardi's DMs, begging for another chance. The hypocrisy was wild. Receipts dropped, and the internet blew up instantly. Cardi wasn't about to let him play with her name. She clapped back with screenshots showing Offset thirsting hard. In one text, he admitted, "You don't want me," and Cardi shot back, "Not really." He pressed further, asking, "Okay, you got somebody else?" Cardi's reply, "Said police." Offset then tried to save face, replying, "Okay, I'll leave you alone. I just wanted to know." But he didn't stop. He even asked if he could get off with her on the phone. Thirst on full display. And fans couldn't help but point out the irony. This is the same Offset who once tried to claim Cardi was sleeping around while pregnant with Blossom, painting her as the villain. Now the receipts show he was the one down bad, chasing her while she moved on. Offset ended up exposing himself in those texts, straight up. In one, he wrote, "Keep my child. Why do you think you would live for me? Like for real? Like me saying that was wrong, that's my baby." He even admitted, "I sound desperate." For what? And who? He tried to backpedal with, might not be mine anyways, 'cause I ain't been with you, and you wasn't pregnant when I was around. The contradiction had fans clowning him nonstop. He was talking in circles, sounding desperate one minute and denying the baby the next. But it got even uglier in another thread. Offset texted Cardi, "Damn, you look pretty." "Come over, Cardi, shut it down fast," replying, "I told you, you never getting this again." And I mean that Offset kept pressing, saying, "I wanna smash." "Why you being like that to me? You feel like you're gonna be on me if you do, aren't you?" He even threw out, "I miss you. I miss your face. You make me," before Cardi hit him with the coldest line. "I don't feel like I'm gonna be on you. You just don't deserve brutal." And here's where it gets even crazier. Those receipts aren't the only reason people are side-eyeing Offset's denial about the baby. A blogger named Wongo.Alexis jumped into the chaos, claiming Cardi had still been secretly linking with Offset even after filing for divorce. That sparked a whole new wave of speculation, and fans were eating it up like reality TV, trying to piece together what really went down behind the scenes. Of course, Cardi wasn't letting that rumor breathe. She fired off a fiery text aimed right at Alexis. "Why you saying I was with Offset this weekend? Like, I don't care who you support. Stop spreading lies on my name." Cardi let loose and didn't hold back, blasting, "My P is crazy and he has not touched me either. Y'all truly gotta leave me alone. We both moved on. Tell him to tell you how he was smashing Ari while we were still together, but I'm the one wrong for moving on? Leave me alone. That line had the internet on fire." Then Alexis jumped in with more fuel, saying Offset admitted he hooked up when he was in Atlanta. The back and forth was pure chaos, messy, loud, and impossible to ignore. Now, we don't know for certain if Cardi was lying about not messing with Offset, but one thing is crystal clear. Offset has been bragging to anybody who'd listen about hooking up with her. So for him to suddenly turn around and act like he never touched her, that's wild. The double talk had fans side-eyeing him heavy, questioning every word coming out of his mouth. And when those pregnancy rumors first started swirling, the majority of fans were convinced Offset was the father. Why? Because Cardi had always been open in the past about her stance. She wasn't about to have kids unless she was locked down in marriage. That's why this whole saga feels even juicier. Like the rules Cardi set for herself might not be holding up under all this heat. Back in 2022, during that messy feud with rapper Qua, Cardi doubled down on her views about family. She told the world, "I had men wanting to put babies in me while I was in the jungle, but I said to myself, I won't put my kids in the same hoods I was raised in, let alone abandon them." Remember when TMZ leaked Cardi's marriage certificate? She had plenty to say back then to all the folks clowning her for having a baby out of wedlock. She snapped back, "Well, now since y'all little nosy people know, at least y'all can stop saying I had a baby at a wedlock." That clapback shut the noise down at the time. But now the whispers are back, louder than ever. Because here's the kicker. It doesn't really make sense for Cardi to suddenly be pregnant by Stefan after only dating him a few short months, especially when Stefan's name stays in the mess. Word on the street is he's one of the only men in Hollywood who's actually messier than Offset when it comes to juggling women left and right. His track record is wild. The rumors keep stacking. Allegedly, Stefan's got 3 babies on the way at the same time, and that's with 2 different women. One of them is even rumored to be carrying twins. And as if that wasn't enough, he just welcomed another child with influencer Lord Giselle. His player rep is out of control, and now Cardi's name is tangled right in it. So here's the big question. If Cardi really is carrying Stefan's child, that would make her his 4th baby mama in just 1 year. 4th! That's not just messy. That's downright humiliating for someone with Cardi's status. The thing is, all of this chaos goes completely against Cardi's usual behavior. Add in the receipts, Offset begging to smash, bragging about smashing and spinning his story every other day. And it made fans almost certain he was the father. But then came the court documents, and everything flipped upside down. Pregnant or not, Cardi still went ahead and filed for divorce, proving the case was far from over. just like everyone predicted. And now it's spiraling into a soap opera. Offset isn't just denying the baby, he's stirring the pot every chance he gets. He even had the nerve to ask for child support and alimony, despite Cardi having full custody of their 4 kids and him not contributing a dime since she filed for divorce. Fans were furious, calling him out for trying to play the victim while ducking his responsibilities. But the real shocker? According to insiders, during a private family court hearing, Cardi was allegedly forced to take a DNA test to confirm whether Offset was the father of the unborn baby. The results reportedly came back, and they did not work in Cardi's favor. Word is, Offset is not the father, allegedly. That revelation left jaws on the floor and immediately pointed fingers at one man, Stefan. If true, that bombshell leaves Stefan as the only possible father, and that twist makes this scandal 1,000 times messier. And this right here explains exactly why Offset was so confident when he shouted that the baby wasn't his. He knew something the rest of us didn't, and now the puzzle pieces are falling into place. I'm not gonna lie, this whole situation is downright embarrassing for Cardi. But on the flip side, the headlines are giving her name non-stop buzz right before her new album drops. Like they say, there's no business like show business. And Cardi's drama just turned into free promo. Now the spotlight is burning hot on her, and the chaos isn't letting up one bit. Offset just served the ultimate clapback, Cardi's firing right back, and fans are already going to war in the comments. Receipts are flying, clips are spreading, and the internet is seconds away from breaking completely. Who's really winning here? Who's telling the truth? And is Cardi really carrying twins? Or is that belly all Stefan's doing? The questions are endless. But one thing is absolutely certain. This battle is nowhere near finished. And the next chapter promises to be even nastier than what we've already seen. The claws are out, the shade is heavy, and the drama is far from over. Blink and you'll miss the next twist. So go crazy in the comments. Whose side are you on, Cardi or Offset? Hit that subscribe button, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's on our radar next.